Oh no, level 15 spellbook power used on the armies of Gondor, and Gimli does not notice. Welcome to Command Millet. My name is Enrique and this is the ladder. We are going to watch Gimli play against Solas on Erech III. It's a 16-minute map, but before we get into that, I want to show you the ladder. This is the ladder recorded on the 8th of May. We have Solas first, who's one of the players. Ghostboy second, third Andy fourth, Maru Puero's fifth, Awi 6, Pavuk 7, Charizard 8, and we're gonna scroll a little bit down till we find Gimli on the 13th place. It's the 30th place versus Solas, the first player in the map. And before we get into the game, I want to show you a little bit of my new Patreon. This is Patreon. This is Command Point Middle Earth. You can go to Patreon/Command Middle Earth, Patreon.com/Command Middle Earth, and here we find some of our posts. We are working on a production attack move. We're gonna do some guides for dwarves, men, west elves. All of the factions are gonna have very easy to follow guides if you are no player. So a very good incentive to go to Patreon and support Command Middle Earth. We're not only doing guides, of course, we are also sending a little bit of the income and the profits that we make to tournaments that we want to do. But we are going into the beautiful game Solas versus Gimli. So go to Patreon, you'll find a link in the description, obviously. We have Gimli versus Solas, 60-minute game on Erech III. Solas playing the Angmar faction, Gimli the Man of the West play section. Head-to-head history, they played once before, Solas won that. So maybe Man of the West is gonna win again. I love it if Man of the West win. That would be my favorite. If you look at the matchup, Men versus Angmar, Gimli won this matchup twice. Solas never played this matchup yet. Well, he probably has played it offline, but at least not on the arena. Wow. First video was fine. This video, I got a little bit of analysis going on. However, without further ado, without waiting a little bit long, without waiting anymore, we are just going to go into the game. Let's go to Erech III, watch Gimli play versus Solas. And here we are watching Gimli play Solas, and Solas is already building a lot of stuff. We missed a few of those buildings. Is Mr. Gimli doing the Solas build? Solas build, also known as archery range and barracks. We'll know it if this builder is gonna build a farm. We are not into Solas build. If this builder is gonna build an archery range, we are in Solas build. We are not in Solas build, unfortunately. So Solas build is archery barracks with 3 farms. Solas, on the other hand, with Angmar, with the purple colors, is he doing Solas build? Yes, because he is always building stuff. But there's not a Solas build yet for Angmar. I haven't named all the builds yet. I feel like the Solas build is a very fun one. It's called the Solas build because that's the first build I got taught. He taught me going that. And the Solas build is pretty much going 3 farm, going 2 production buildings, and going attacking with attack with 4 battalions of units. However, Solas, the purple player, is it purple? Purple pinkish player, sends out some Gundabad warrior to the other side of the map, trying to find a few of those pesky Gondor soldiers. Solas pretty much realizing that Mr. Man of the West is gonna take down the warg layer on the bottom side of the field, so he knows that this is pretty much free to run. Or well, if he knew, then he could have maybe contested, but he wouldn't be on time, I guess. Wall hub built by Gimli. Gimli is making sure that the service area is quite low. That way he cannot be attacked. Or that way he can defend his farm a little bit more easier. And spiderlings are fighting pikes. Gimli taking much more money while creeping. Other side of the field, we got Solas with a little bit of a wolf pack. I do not see his... Oh, there it is. There's the cav. Wolfpack is a pretty strong unit now. The opportunity for building cavalry is there. And Gimli is ready for it. He got his 3 units out. He's probably gonna go and try and attack Mr. Angmar player Solas. Because if you do not attack Solas and you do not attack Angmar as a faction, Angmar will get a lot of money. Well, we mentioned matchup a little bit. Angmar is very much favored against Men of the West. So this is not looking particularly good for Gimli, but we'll see what happens. Here comes the attack. It's archers, it's soldiers, it is pikes, it's 3 battalions versus the armies of Solas. And on the other side we have a little bit of a combo being attacked and defended by the heavy spiked wolf packs. And here are some archers, extrovers. Here is a grouping, here is a clumping, and Gimli is fighting against Solas. War chant use on all of the uses of the Angmar player, Mr. Solas. Solas trying to trample the pikes with Kev, which he doesn't need to. But yeah, he is surrendering units for some time. Gimli doing very well. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice 1 battalion so I'm not being chased down and just die out and everything just dies. Very smart. Already 3 battalions of archers. Archers are incredibly powerful when you have 4 of them. We did some testing. We did some testing together with Goethe, and the testing was how many units do you need to be able to kill a hero? 4 battalion of archers, strong enough to kill a level 4 non-migrant hero. So I want you to realize how powerful more units are over having a single hero. One of the lessons that you can find on Patreon. And here you get it. Archers are shooting. And there is the rallying call. Ooh, the pikes are defending the archers pretty decently well. The Cav cannot trample it. And this is enough pikes to fight the armies of the Man of the West player, Gimli. And Gimli is splitting up his armies. There's a few in the middle, there's a few on the right side of the map. There's a few on the bottom. And the armies and the Cav for Angmar and Solas are being surrounded. And here is the runaround. Maybe he's gonna just go in the base. Yeah, he's gonna go straight into the base of Gimli. And Gimli has his Gondor Knights out though. That is a very good a good unit to have, especially if you're fighting against some of those faster units and pikes. You can get on their faces a little bit quicker. But you need the farms, the Gimli, the yellow player Gimli. If we look at him, we have 550 over 600. He is slightly behind Solas, but in these kind of battles, it is the small little edges that tip the skill. And if you look at Gimli's builders, I think he lost one. No, there's 2 builders still. It is 600 now to 650, and the farm is finishing, so 650 to over 650, I'm assuming. Yes, it is. And Solas needs to build more mills to get the advantage, or he is opting to build units and upgrades. Sometimes you don't need to build farms only. And as I said, that 2 mills are coming up. Big fight in the middle of the map. Both players do not have any spellbook right now. Well, there's heal for the Man of the West player, but both players don't have War Chant. Oh, there's War Chant as well, just got back. And Gondor Knights are ready to rumble, but I don't know where the Knights are actually. I think he lost one of them. Oh no, there's one in the middle of the map. And yeah, it's Spike versus Spikes is left as the wargs of the wolves just trampled all of the archers. They got into the face of Gimli. And here's the heal trying to get some units back, but yeah, the pikes of Solas are in the correct position to defend this. This is not enough for Mr. Gimli to fight against, and Solas is taking over map control. Gimli's doing something back. The Gondor Knights are destroying mills. Solas is losing a little bit of that money. However, the farms of the Man of the West player Gimli are not safe at all, as in the bottom side of the map, Wolf Riders are going to try and kill a builder even. Pikes are now completely surrounded by Gondor archers. This would be a moment in your gameplay, or maybe in Gimli's gameplay, to build that extra little barracks or archery range, because you want to start clumping again. You want to get your units back quickly. And I do not think there were rallying call used on the knights, but there are also pike in the mix, so that might not have been the best play. But if you look at the, yeah, no, there's so much cav. These knights really need a leadership bonus, even though they're both surrounding the mill. Oh, he's not taking it. Oh my god, mistake Gimli. That is such a pain. Sending all his units stop now. He has nothing to defend mid lane, and here comes Solas through the mid lane. He has so much more army. If you look at the army size, it's 600 to 650. It's about the same. Actually, there's 100 difference because it's 550. My bad, my bad. Oh, White Summon used in the back of the base, and back to the armies of Gimli. And Gimli is clumping his units, which you do not want to do. And, ooh, wolf packs. Wolf riders are making a mistake fighting pikes. You want your wolf packs to fight them. And there is Mr. Faramir before Theoden. That is another very risky choice for Gimli. Of course, you really want Faramir to kill those Thrall Masters. You want Faramir to kill the Cav. You want Faramir to kill the... What's their faces? The Whites. So Faramir is not a bad choice in this matchup. But you might prefer that leadership boost. More and more Cav is swarming the armies of the Man of the West player Gimli. Especially now that the Knights are out, that the Wolf Packs are out. The Wolf Packs are pretty powerful. And in the front of base of Gimli, we have Extros taking down farms with a little bit of pikes. They are not buffed, but the pikes of Mr. Gimli are not doing anything. And luckily, there's Faramir trying to defend against that army, and the armies for Gimli are just playing ring around the rosy as the Cav is just so much faster. He will never be able to catch up. The Knights, though, they are level 2 both, so they can replenish those units with the banners up. It's a very good and potent choice. Do we have buildings here? No, it's just normal buildings. Does Faramir buildings here? Yeah, there is a marketplace coming up. 970, 975, almost, let's say 1,000 command points versus 600. Yeah, this looks like a loss for the Man of the West player, which is not my favorite, but the hero with the Witch King is out. Haldar is out. There are so many heroes being built by Solas. Solas feels like he's very much so in control, and he, rightfully so, is very much in control. Tom Bombadil summon. Kind of a hit with Sonic Song, but yeah, he's just running away. Is that Forged Blade? Do they have? Is there a blacksmith? Oh, it's no blacksmith. Extra only going in for the Man of the West player with the Harvest Marketplace. And on the other side of the map, we have the Witch King trying to find a few of those mark, and he is. Another farm goes down, and he's gonna send his troop bot lane, I think. Oh no, level 15 spellbook power used on the armies of Gondor, and Gimli does not notice. The Whites are also on the field because of that Blight. The Blight is taking over the units of Gondor. And yeah, this is a Faramir dying to the movement speed advantages of those units. And there it is. A boost to the armies of, I think it was Haldar who got the kill here. Look at how many Whites there were, because every unit of Man of the West was dying on a Blight. And this could be GG there. We have watched at the moment the heroes walk through the X-Throwers, but it's Haldar and the Witch King both on the field. The Witch King getting even more experience by taking down so many of the farms of Gimli, and Gimli is desperately trying to rebuild his stuff, but he can't really. There's a little bit of a counterattack. Snow Trolls forces Knights. Who is gonna win this? I feel like the Knights are gonna win this, but I think they already lose the whole battalion. So one battalion of Snow Trolls might have killed one battalion of Knights, even though they're surrounded by so much. We have Haldar getting his stuff. We have a few of the Wolf Riders dying. We have a... Oh no, 300 just being fucked because of the non-cancel and the immediate targeting of those X-Throwers. That is not good for Mr. Gimli. I hope he get better, but the Rangers might do a lot of work here. We have some of those Warg Riders being very pesky, being very annoying, and here come the Archers, the Italian Rangers of the Gondor player, Mr. Gimli. Maybe there is a comeback in tow. We have returned. Faramir is on the field. He is combining with the Lorien warriors immediately. Oh no, the arrow volley is being used on the wrong target. But for now, it's still fine. There are a few of those. Oh, 3 battalions of Lorien warriors. There is the trample. There is the Rohan pikeman dying. There is the Faramir is just fighting in the face of those units shooting arrows, and here is the cloud break used for Gimli, but Solas is chasing the knight with the shadow, with the Witch King. Yeah, no upgrades. Faramir dying again. Knights are being rebuilt, but yeah, Faramir goes down to the Witch King, and there is the GG. Gimli surrendering to Solas. Solas taking the game away from Mr. Gimli. Well, if you haven't heard, we are starting a Patreon. Well, I've started already. Go to patreon.com/command.middle. There you will find the videos. We have POV videos of me playing a game against a croc, showing off some of the guides that we are making. We have a dwarven guide that is up now, which is attack move and production, which is two very important steps that you need to learn. There's going to be hotkey guides. There's going to be so much on a Patreon, so stay tuned for more information about that. And the more you support, the more you can donate. You can support me getting a beer, for example. That would be incredibly friendly of you. We are working on tiers as well. Right now we just have one tier, the cheapest tier, for a little bit of $5. But yeah, you support the stream, you support the YouTube channel, and you support tournaments. Some of the prize pools goes into some of the money goes into the prize pool of tournaments, and the more tournaments, the more of the pros you can see play, like Awe and Ghostboy. This has been Command Me Love. My name is Enrique, and I will see you on the ladder. If you like this video, and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of update of the ladder and arena and BFME Live, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle Earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.